Okay. Before long, I'm going to want to switch up and start wrapping us up, being clinical about trauma. Okay? Until now, we've been Socratic and experiential. I want to go academic on you just for the last half hour of this, at the end of this 6-hour segment. But before we do, I just want to open up the floor and, do whatever you want. Say whatever you want, comment on whatever you want, muse on whatever you want, ask questions, just anything that you might want to share. Don't everybody go at once.
Waiting on me, huh?
And really, it can be anything that we've covered up until this point.
Like I was saying, as far as the trauma goes, the trauma from the beatings, the getting robbed, stomped on, all of that. But people got to learn to let go. They got to walk away from that. They got to clear their mind of that. And then they can, start all over and probably start a new generation or something that's better than that. Make life even better. But until they clear their head of that, it's not going to happen.
Wow, okay. I like that a lot. So how do you clear, go on.
No, go ahead, you go ahead.
No, I was going to ask you the obvious question. So how do you clear your head of that?
It's you can see psychologists or whatever, talk to your preacher. Somebody that's been there, that's been through the same thing, and they probably done got theirs together, so they probably can help you get yours together.
Can I share a really negative thought with you? I don't think any of us have it together in America as it relates to race. We've just been misinformed to the point where we don't have a basis for drawing rational conclusions. Now, I've said it before, I'll keep saying it. I'm convinced that there's truth. And when we share the same truth, it's easy to move forward from there. So that wasn't the answer I was looking for. But would one of you help Jesse out here? Okay, he makes this brilliant statement, which in essence went, this can be changed. It just takes
time. Takes time and a lot of help.
Before today, before this gathering here, and you say, think about what, hold on to this and hold on to that. To be honest, I've actually, before now, I question myself on whether what I was doing to my grandchildren was harmful or would be harmful, or would it have a lasting traumatic effect on them. And like I said, I thought about it, and at the same time of me thinking about it, I also thought about the fact that what you said as far as relationship with the individuals. And then also, I put myself in their shoes. And I say to myself that, as you say, I guess this is my way of justifying. And I won't really what you say called justify it. I'm just saying, but my way of rationalizing, I should say. For one, I didn't feel that I was traumatizing them to a certain extent. But
No, let me stop. Let me stop you, okay? And I'm going to put that chart back up here. No, don't know, okay? And I have a very simple question, okay? If you're operating in this quadrant, out of this quadrant, so your behaviors and actions are based on variables that you don't even know that you know exist. Should there be any blame, shame, or fault associated with you in terms of what you do when you're operating in that quadrant?
No.
That's absolutely right. Because you know no better. You don't even know that you don't know any better. You know what I'm saying? It is what you have known. It is your reality. It is your culture defined. So there's never a need to rationalize anything once you get it. No blame, shame, or fault whatsoever. So don't feel any. Remember when we started the first hour?
It was programmed in.
Nothing in this work involves blame, shame, or fault at all. So don't allow yourself to bring those emotions on yourself. I'm gonna give you a second, Vicki, because I want you to let go of it. I want you, just let me finish, okay? I want you to let go of it. Don't feel blame, shame, or fault. Feel joy. Feel positive excitement. Feel transformed.
I don't feel no blame. That's the point. I don't feel no shame, and I don't feel no fault.
Good.
Because, like I said, the thing and the reason why I say I don't is because I think about myself as a child and the things that I went through as a child and the things that I do with my grandchildren. I wish somebody would have did with me. I wish somebody would have played with me in that way, or showed me that attention.
My God.
Where I wouldn't have been looking for attention
My
in
God.
other places.
Vicky, I get it. I get it. I really get it. Okay? Now let me say something really personal, okay? Remember I told you how long it took me to find peace in a relationship with my father? Truth of the matter is I really never did, okay? Right about the time I was having the revelation, I was standing at his deathbed. We never had the kind of conversations I wished that I could have had with my father, who was a really good person, okay? But let me tell you when the light bulb started firing for me, okay? I'm an adult. And I'm a really good adult because I know what I'm not going to do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't going to do what he did. I'm going to be a great parent, okay? So I'm going to be touchy-feely and involved in my children's lives and all this other kind of stuff. And I mean, not only did I think I was the greatest thing known to slice bread, but everybody that knew me thought I was the greatest father that ever existed, right? And then my girls got into high school, and I found myself of being accused of not being present, of being a neglectful father. And I found myself being forced to acknowledge that they were right. I wasn't demonstratively loving them and nurturing them. I was putting demands on them, do well in school, don't get in trouble, and da-da-da-da-da. Okay? And here's what I didn't realize. It's a perspective. Over here, you got somebody, so damaged they just damn near pure evil, getting their rocks off, being evil. And over here, you got somebody who's got it all together, okay? And I was here. And I moved from here to here. And I'm like, oh, I've done something. You know what I'm saying? I am God's gift to parenting. I didn't even realize that it was all of this over here. You know what I'm saying? And it's easy not to realize it because we aren't taught it in school, right? They don't teach us character, virtue, values, and life skills, much less parenting or relationship skills in school. What do we think? We all supposed to invent it on the fly? Because that's what happens when you grow up in a culture that doesn't teach those skills. You see what I'm saying? Now, I want to finish this point, though, before we run out of time. While there is blame here, right? I mean, no blame here, because you didn't know that you didn't know. What about after you know? So you figured it out. that thing that was negatively impacting, I don't mean you, but that thing that was negatively impacting someone, they now see clearly. It can't be no, right? Where does it go?
No.
I'm sorry, it can't be don't know. It can only go to,
I know.
that's right. And that's the promised land. That's where we can handle stuff. So here's my question. Is there blame, shame, or fault associated with people doing negative stuff out of the I know quadrant?
Yes.
Darn tootin'. You're darn tootin'. And that's one of the great beauties in life. There's never a reason to associate blame, shade, or fault with yourself because you're only doing the best you knew how at that moment in time. Every one of us doing the best we know how at that moment in time. I was being the best parent that I thought existed on the planet. And I had no idea what I was denying my children. But once I knew, I was supposed to do better, right? So I had to do some drill down, like, well, what is this? I mean, I'm neglectful? That person, no, I'm neglectful because I'm just sitting back monitoring, giving a little encouragement when things go right, being ready to jump in and try to fix something when things go wrong, but not experiencing life with them. I was a neglectful father. And you, my brother, you nailed it. Because once you know what, how they say, when you know better, you can do better?
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing. Once those light bulbs fire, you can never be the same. And that's great, because what you're going to be is better.
Oh, yeah.
What you're going to be is better. So, I'm not being critical when I talk about how, it's in our culture to beat the hell out of our kids and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it served us well at some point. But now we're able to be analytical. We're able to examine the negative mental legacies of slavery, to take them out of unconscious and bring them to conscious.
Right.
And that prepares us to do better.
Yeah.
Okay. I love it. Thank you.